Being a turkey might look simple from the outside. Eat, roam, and flap around without worrying about bills or work. But once you step into their life, the story doesn't go the way you'd expect. So, without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into their struggles. Born to be dinner. From the very start, a turkey's life is set up with one goal, the dinner table. They aren't raised for long lives or happy endings. They're raised to get big, fast. The farms watch them grow the way someone watches bread rise in an oven. Except here, the bigger the turkey, the closer it is to being eaten. When a baby turkey hatches, it doesn't get time to stretch its wings and enjoy life. Instead, the clock starts ticking. Farmers check how quickly it eats, how much weight it puts on, and how fast it fills out. The bird has no idea that every mouthful of grain consumed is a step closer to the plate. As weeks go by, the difference shows. A wild turkey out in the forest would still be learning how to dodge predators or flap up to branches. But the farm turkey? It's bred to grow so quickly that running or flying isn't even part of the plan anymore. Its body balloons faster than its legs can handle, and instead of soaring through trees, it waddles heavy around pens like a kid forced to wear shoes 3 times its size. For a turkey, life isn't about growing old or exploring the world. It's about getting big fast, because that's the only goal humans set for it. And once that goal is reached, the life that could have stretched into years is cut down to months. And if being born just to be eaten wasn't bad enough, imagine living your whole life packed together like luggage in an airport bag. Life in overcrowded pens. Once the turkey is born, it doesn't get wide fields or trees to run under. Instead, it's dropped into a crowded pen packed with other birds just like it. The space looks big at first, but as they grow, the walls seem to shrink. Soon, feathers rub against feathers, and wings barely get the chance to stretch. When so many turkeys are packed together, even walking turns into a problem. One tries to move, another trips, and soon they're all bumping and stepping on each other. The ground doesn't stay clean either. It's the same spot where they eat, sleep, and poop. So with every step, the mess builds up. And when a turkey tries to lie down, there's no clean space waiting, just more birds pressed tight on every side. And because the pens are so tight, the turkeys start getting on each other's nerves. One bird pecks the one in front just to make space. The bird in front pecks back, and before you know it, the whole group is flapping and shoving. With nowhere to go, the fights only get worse. The stronger turkeys usually muscle their way through, but the weaker ones end up stuck at the edges, worn down and taking the hits with no way out. Living this way makes a turkey's life unbearable. Day after day, they sit in the same crowded pen, stepping on waste, fighting for space, and never finding a clean spot to rest. And just when it feels like this alone is already too much, another problem always shows up waiting for them. No real family life. For turkeys on farms, family doesn't exist the way it should. When a chick hatches, there's no mother waiting to guide it, no wings to crawl under, no gentle pecks to show where food is. Instead, the chick is picked up and dropped into a pen filled with dozens or even hundreds of other newborns. They're all left alone to figure things out themselves, without their parents' guide. At first, the chicks stumble around, confused and squeaking, pressing against one another for warmth, but it's not the same as a mother's warmth. There's no bond, no voice to follow, just noise bouncing around the pen. Every chick is on its own, learning by trial and error how to eat, where to stand, and how not to get trampled by bigger ones. As they grow, their situation only gets worse. In the wild, a turkey mother would lead her chicks outside, showing them how to find food and how to stay safe. But on a farm, none of that happens. Instead of lessons and protection, the chicks just sit in a crowded pen where the only routine is eating, sleeping, and avoiding fights. The strange part is that turkeys actually stick together in the wild. They move in flocks, with older birds teaching the younger ones where to go and what to eat. But on farms, that never happens. Baby turkeys are taken from their mothers and dropped into crowded pens with hundreds of other chicks. None of them know who's who, and they never get the chance to grow up with real family bonds. The irony is, People complain about family gatherings being too loud or too crowded, but at least they have a family to complain about. For turkeys, the closest thing to a family reunion is standing shoulder to shoulder with strangers in the same pen. Can't even fly free. Out in the wild, turkeys can actually fly. Not like eagles soaring across the sky, but strong enough to flap up into trees and escape danger. It's part of what keeps them alive, wings that actually work. But on farms, that part of being a turkey is gone before it even begins. The reason is simple. Farm turkeys are bred to get big fast. Their bodies pack on so much weight that their wings can't carry them anymore. They flap, they jump, but all they manage is a clumsy hop that barely lifts their feet off the ground. For a bird that was built to take flight, it's like having a car with no engine. It looks right, but it doesn't move the way it should. It doesn't stop at flying either. Even walking starts to feel like hard work when your body is heavy and your legs can't keep up. Some turkeys stumble, some just sit down with nothing to do, and others end up waddling like they're carrying invisible backpacks. And when the pen is so crowded, there's no space for a turkey to even try to fly. Their wings stay folded at their sides, the muscles grow weak, and flying just becomes impossible. For farm turkeys, wings are just decoration. They'll never glide over trees or escape danger like their wild cousins. Instead, those wings just sit at their sides while the rest of their body keeps packing on weight. By the time they're fully grown, the only flight they'll ever take is the short trip from the pen to the slaughterhouse. Fear of Thanksgiving. Life for a turkey never feels calm. In the wild, danger is always around the corner. Foxes, coyotes, hawks, every shadow or sudden sound could mean a predator waiting to strike. A turkey can't relax for long. Its head jerks up every few seconds, eyes scanning, because staying alert is the only way to stay alive. For turkeys, fear doesn't end with predators or tight pens. It's people they have to worry about the most. In the wild, a rustle in the bushes could mean a fox, but on farms, footsteps usually mean it's feeding time or worse. Humans decide when they eat, when they move, and when their life ends. That constant shadow hanging over them is a different kind of predator. And then comes Thanksgiving, the one holiday where millions of turkeys are raised for one reason only: dinner. Everyone's busy passing plates and laughing. Meanwhile, the turkey, on the other hand, never knew its entire purpose of existence was to be this dinner. Holidays are basically a turkey's worst nightmare. Humans celebrate with cake and gifts. Turkeys celebrate by becoming the meal. Can't get rougher than that. For most turkeys, life ends before it even feels like it started. On farms, they're pushed to grow fast, and once they reach the size people want, that's it. Their time is up. They don't see birthdays. They don't grow old. They don't get to live out the years nature gave them. A wild turkey could live many years, but the farmed ones? They're gone in less than 1 year. The whole point of their short life is just to get big enough for the dinner table. And the speed of it all makes it worse. 1 month, they're tiny chicks, and before they even figure out the world around them, they're already grown and sent away. It's strange when you think about it. Most pets get years with their families. Wild birds get seasons to roam and learn. But turkeys raised by humans get months, not years. Their life feels less like living and more like being put on a timer. And once that timer runs out, the ending comes fast. No retirement, no old age, no gentle slowing down, just a quick end because their job is done. Imagine a whole life summed up in less than a year, and all it leads to is a place at someone's dinner. That's the deal turkeys are stuck with, and it's not much of a deal at all. So the next time you sit at the Thanksgiving dinner smiling, think about the bird that never got the chance to smile at life because of you. Thanks for watching Tough Life Chronicles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next story.